Say it louder. Say it louder. I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
It is time for the Banner Saga! Resume the video game playthrough of the video game The Banner Saga. Whoa! Is that loud? Ah! I'm awake. So, last time we played it, both of the two groups actually met at a place called Einertoft, I think. It's like a Val religious sanctuary, I think, of theirs. There was a fucking whole thing, dude. It all went down. Everything popped off. There was a mage that they call a mender there who got in contact with another mender called Juno. There was a massive fucking serpent that is going to destroy everything but can't. Fimbulvinter and Ragnarok seems to have begun. And we decided to leave the Val to their own fate. They can figure it out themselves, and we snuck out and ran away to go and meet up with this person Juno, who is another mender who seems to have the ability to stop this or something. Yeah, here we go. So let's carry on with it. Sorry I'm late. Had court. All right, well, I hope that was okay. Oh, thank you for waiting. Yeah, do the Valen Vane positivity thing. The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sort of things you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Former council. You select a few older members to solve everyday issues, but infighting neuters their progress. Other members feel they could do a better job. Ultimately, while it buys some time, the council dissolves, tired of the thankless and demanding work. Cool. Great. I'll just deal with it all then. But I hate people. Morale is now poor. I don't trust that something's going to happen when we get to this place, so I'm going to rest. Oh, they're dying because we have no food. Jesus Christ, I didn't see. I completely forgot. God damn it. This is the problem when I don't play a game 2 days in a row. I forget everything. I forgot we were at 0 supplies. In the distance, Hawkstorp smolders like an old campfire. Even from here, you can see the black figures shambling through it. That looks like a dead town, remarks Ivor, confirming your impressions. There's usually survivors, Oddleif reminds you. Check it out just in case, yeah. I hope others would do the same for me. Dredge are nothing we haven't faced before. Ivor grunts, but otherwise says nothing. Besides, it might throw Bellower off the scent a bit. You head a day's march out toward Hawkerstop. I'm hoping that there's some food there. Good God. As soon as you step foot into the small town, you think you've made a mistake. It's thoroughly littered with corpses. Within moments, the dread are upon you as though you stirred up an angry hornet's nest. You draw your weapons, yeah. I figured something was going to happen here. But I'm hoping afterwards we can get some supplies. Supplies, bitch. How much renown have I got? 18. Who needs to be leveled up? Ivor. What? It says there's a promotion, but I can't do it. I still got 2 points available. Oh, he just has points? Wait, they just have points sitting there? He has one that I left. No, she has a promotion. Rook has a promotion. Okay, it was just points. Oh, we have Nid, who just has points available as well. I forgot we have her now. What's her thing? Character uses her longbow to shoot further than other less experienced archers, and she always hits her mark. Bird of Prey makes it possible for her to strike units before they're able to get in attack range, and allows her passive puncture to be used more effectively, to be used against more enemies. I don't know why I read that. Isn't that weird how your brain will just fill in a word? From against more enemies who may have been out of range. Okay. I think I'm good with this crew. One-armed Ivor, that's true actually. Yeah, Ivor's got one arm now. He lost an arm in the fight. Oh, look at this. Interesting that she can only... Why can't she fire from... These lot are going to deal with this lot. Oh. Does Ivor have less HP? I don't know. 13 doesn't seem like it much. It's interesting that they get to move after they've had a pop. Send in Hogan. Okay. Oh, I was hoping the arc lightning would reach these two. Is that gonna hit? Yeah, it is. I hate the ranged guys as well, yeah. The game has gotten louder, hasn't it? Am I crazy? Oh, God. Thread the needle. Goes through two of them. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, she's dead. Oh no, going off to Hogan. Perfect. Yes. Oh, it only goes diagonal. I see. He's done. Has it gotten incredibly difficult as FF Tactics does in later rounds? It did the other day, yeah. The other day it started to get very difficult. This not so much this fight. Find the... I do love how that looks, that move. There's another round, I might take it, but I don't think there will be. Hogan injured. Alette injured. Not bad. I'll take that. We have the backup for it. We got the backup for it. This town is nothing but ghosts, and now covered in more dredge bodies too. Remarkably, as you're about to leave, you find... My mic is cutting in and out, isn't it? I don't know. It's not? Oh, alright, never mind. Remarkably, as you're about to leave, you find an old man sitting quietly in a tattered market stall with a couple of items in front of him. He hums to himself as if nothing were wrong and seems to be in shock. Your clansmen gather him into the caravan before you leave. And what about the supplies? I take as many as I can. I don't know if we've ever spoke. I'm near to your rook, I know. We've actually been travelling together for a long time. Isn't it strange how you can be so close to people and not know them? Every day I pass people I swear I've never seen before. I wanted to thank you for letting me join you. Have you always been such a good shot? Honestly, I never even tried before Oddleif made me. I spent my whole life making clothes and cleaning. Oddleif's good, but I don't think it was all her doing. It feels right. I just look where I want it to go. Anyway, I feel better. The caravan, the people worrying all day and making problems, sometimes they really stew in their misery. I'm glad I can do something helpful. You're welcome. Don't think anything of it. We all have our own problems to deal with. Let me know if you need me to put an arrow in something. She returns to her tent where her boys are waiting for her. There's children? Okay. I will attempt to remember that. Alright, we probably have to go. What's his promotion going to cost? 10? I'll do it. Hogan's a beast. I'll give him more armor. Off we go! A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere and quickly thickens until you're unable to see a man in front of you. You shout a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen. Make a bonfire and wait for missing clansmen. If we search for them, we're just going to lose more people. Collect what you can for burning, you shout to everyone. We'll wait for the lost to find our beacon. Unfortunately, there is no significant amount of dry wood, and attempts to get a fire going are unsuccessful. Of course. Genius. Eventually realize that nobody else is coming and return to the trail. Cool. Morale very low. Another godstone. Is that Missy? The godstone for Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivor, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Inspect the godstone. Ingrid's godstone is carved with ancient runes, which don't make much sense to you. Though Ivan tells you some of the menders have deciphered them, it's how the menders learned the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Ivan doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. Pack up and move on. Morale improved. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead dredge before are shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Ivor, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Ivor, but the curious onlookers have already seen it. What? Leave it. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure, its hand searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. That dredge is a woman? We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Leaving them to die? In a war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading, they're running away. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness, something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Ivor, you knew. Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivor? When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it Raise. Every time we would build our defences, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Val and stumbled upon Raise deep in a snowstorm. Alone, she was nursing. I threw my axe, it twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sunder. Oh. When I found my way to Grofheim, the Val wanted to make me a Kender, next to be king. I left. Walked until I ended up in Skoga. So that's his whole thing, huh? Interesting. Where no one knew what I'd done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. That's how he killed one. He killed a grieving mother. What's up, Andreas? For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. Keep it. Take it with the caravan. You argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take the dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Dude, we gotta keep a dredge. We're gonna have a dredge that we can use to fight. Not long afterward, one of the women comes to you. Its swaddling was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. Vadran silver brooch. I'm hoping we have a baby dredge, or maybe it carries over to the next game or something and it's in the future and we can have a dredge fighter of our own. I love that shit. 3 days of supplies left. Can't afford to stop for morale as much as I want to. We can train it and learn about them. Maybe it'll tell us something. No encouragement or tales of glory will lift the spirits of the caravan. In the north, we have times like this, says one of the Val. The other giants grin, raising tankards and horns of mead. Skull, they shout, and make short work of their drinks, explaining that each person takes a drink when someone tells a story that is more miserable than the last. Others join them for the second round of mead, and the second... Okay, great, yeah. Mead is passed your way. Leave the others to their... Join the giants. Taking the mead, you shout Skull. The crowd cheers and laughter echoes through the camp for hours as each person comes up with increasingly more absurd stories of woe. The Val's remedy is a success and the caravan is in a much better mood the following day, albeit hungover and with less mead than before. Worth it. Morale improved, but no supplies. Oh, people are going to start dying now. But there's Sigurholm. We're almost there. Here come the deaths. -2 supplies. Morale declined. -4 fighters. -7 clansmen. -12
as we
vol.
fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
One catastrophe to another, says Oddleif as you pull into Sigerholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. We need supplies. Kiki. Thank you for the 16 months, my friend. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleif and Eyvind. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the waste. I'm sorry, Eyvind. I think Oddleif is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Stay by Dave. We have to trust Stay by Dave. Orcish. Dude, we just watched the whole thing last night. If you watch the beginning of my stream today, the first 40 minutes of my stream are just me watching that whole thing last night. Okay. 5 days of supplies. Some fries, bitch. When you get Dr. Yeeted? No, I fucking attempted to kill Orcish's other character last night. It was crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was AFK as well when you walked up to me. Like, I was standing there looking at my map because I pulled the map out so that I could go and fucking deal with my dog. And I came back, and as I was sitting back down, I heard your voice, and I was like, oh god. I also had no idea anything about this character. And when you revealed... I've never seen your Richard Westlake character. Ever. I've not watched anyone's Blackwater characters so that I can keep them, like, just in-game. And you... When your voice changed in the forest, I laughed. And I'm not kidding. I had to mute myself and laugh, and I had to get back into character. For a moment there. I had no idea what was happening. It was fucking awesome, and I'm sorry I had to fucking attack another one of your goddamn characters. Rufus is in a very bad mood last night, and he's very wounded from McGregor. Rook says, "You're really worried about her, aren't you?" What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here or something has happened to her. Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream or, I don't know, you were pretty exhausted. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people now, builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. How exactly does weaving work? The hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of... like I said, hard to explain. Why is Bellower following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The sunder blew through it like a tempest. The Val fell in the thousands. Most of the sunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to or heading towards Arberang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einatoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Val off the map completely. Then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. I won't take any more time. I don't want to know if it's the end times. It's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about the serpents or Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. It reminds me of, Arufir. The actor of all of Orcish's characters. Who else do I need to tick off the list then? The Milkman, Billy. How many characters have you got? I might as well go after all of them. You know? A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleaf is already running in that direction. They took our supplies, you hear from nearby. Chase the thieves. Come on, you shout. And several of you join in the chase. You wander onto a beach where some men have been waiting for you. Some terse words are exchanged about whether anything had been stolen or not. You don't see who draws the first weapon, but it ends the conversation dead. Oh, okay. We're fighting, are we? You know who we need for this? Hogan. He's injured. Never mind. Ekil. No, this looks good. Oh, I shouldn't bring a let, should I? She doesn't want to kill people. Although I didn't really suffer anything too terrible for not. Don't kill her. It reminds me of old Ghibli movies. Listen to me right now. Come to my house. It's kissing time. Listen to me right now. Come to my house. It's kissing time. Bro. Watch this. Oh, I got odd leaf. What have I done? Can you leave a let alone, please? Uh-oh. Battering ram's probably very useful against archers, actually, isn't it? Lead's going down now. Oh, maybe not. Oh, God, leaf's going down. It's even worse. Not good. Wait, I can't attack him. Are neither of them in range? God, I hate my life. Oh, he's doing the fucking move. She's dead. This has gone horribly wrong. We better get our fucking supplies back. Supplies are worth more than everything to me right now. I will not have them stolen by a filthy peasant on a beach. Even though everyone is now injured as fuck. Everyone is injured. I wish it would just show me a list of them. Like, these ones got injured. Also, I know they're injured because they're laying down. They're down. The thieves scatter pretty quickly when you start laying into them, but when you return to the caravan, you just go, but why? Even more supplies have gone missing since you rushed out to fight. Fuck! I got some renown for that, which I'm spending on supplies. A random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one, we don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave and I hope you'll join us. Looks like a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. Encourage them to stay. Make it very clear they're not interested in discussing the issue, shaking their heads and setting out. Without the rest of the caravan ready to go, there's little you can do to stop them. You hope they make it and you haven't made a mistake yourself. 44 clansmen, 28 fighters, 6 Val. Less people to eat my supplies. How long do we wait here? How long? I don't have the supplies to wait any longer. Dude. We're committed to it, we have to. She's not showing up. We have to leave. Oh, this is a joke. Brooke, wait, please, Ivan begs. She said she'd be here, we need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving as though he'd be giving up on Juno. She's not coming. Ivan looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'd be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. Hulk the wagons and float across. You spend some time rigging the wagons to float on the water, sealing them with the tree sap and whatever else you have on hand. The rest of the caravan finds anything they can to float on, small boats or makeshift rafts. Some swim. With a deep breath, you set off from the bank. You do your best to float the various ragtag groups of your caravan across the muddy lake towards Borsgard. Things quickly go bad. Between rafts pulling apart or people tipping into the murky water of the lake, eventually you gather everyone up, but you've lost some time and supplies in the bog. Cool, dude. We got no supplies. We're gonna die. We're on 0 supplies. She said to wait, but we're out of supplies. That was just lose-lose, man. It was horrible. A well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan's attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defensively within plain sight, crude weapons at the ready. Their crossed arms make their thoughts clear without a word. Come with us, it's not safe here. You warn the farmer of the approaching dredge, but the man spits and says, "This land is my life. I lose that, may as well be dead." The farmhands slowly nod their agreement, neither joining you nor lowering their weapons. Threaten the farmer. The warriors step forward, unsheathing weapons and practically growling. The farmer's men blanch and step aside as you choose the heartiest beasts. The farmer has the sense to say nothing, though the expression on his face stays with you for quite a while, even after you are away. You catch a glance of Alette, who stares at her feet and does not make eye contact with you. We needed the supplies. Now we can go back. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onef pulls you aside. I have a couple of concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says. In private, you find a quiet place to talk. Boo-hoo, Alette. Yeah, also, I offered them to come with me. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? We've picked up quite a few. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Saga, they're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they died to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half of those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now, after everything that happened at Einatoft? I trust Ivar to handle it. He's fearless, I'll give you that, but look at him. He's run ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? Let's be honest, they could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. I've got no choice but to trust them. Got to disagree with that Rook. We always have a choice. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us. A mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigaholm. Ivan's just the apprentice. What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rock. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Einatoft after tearing the world in half. Takes one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council. How does that make any damn sense? Ivan could have taken control long before now. A shrewd man with ambitions can be very patient. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook, but it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak, nothing personal. Suddenly you gasp for air. When you look down, Onif is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. You can leave peacefully, Onif. Ekil was the bad guy. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Fossville leap into action, cutting people down. As Oddleaf turns to fire upon the men, Onif runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. Onif heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Oddleaf is dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view. As fearsome as you've ever seen him. What is happening? Ekil, I'm sorry. Come with us. You were right, Ekil. You were right. All along. +1 strength resist. Hogan. Fuck. This is fucking horrific. Can we not leave Rook? No, Rook isn't. He's trying to kidnap my daughter. What do you think? Rook is not gonna fucking fight? Come on, man. Oh, wow. Cool. Ten? Are you fucking kidding me? Go, Hogan. Go. Fuck me. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, I should have done the 100% chance to hit thing. Thank God. It's gonna come down to Ekil. Oh, good. Look. Jesus. Fucking hell. That did line them up for me though. One, but has Alette been kidnapped? Rook injured. Hogan injured. Ekil injured. An acceptable loss. Where is Alette? Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Oh, she had to kill someone. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. I killed him, she says. She did it. She did what had to be done. Alette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. At your chest, you're bleeding. Suddenly she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where is my needle? Oddleaf? Anyone? Ivor, I've found them. Just as your sight goes black, you see Ivor and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally a wound like that. I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad. Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleaf? It's a good thing Ivan was here. She's going to pull through. Ah, though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of those traitorous sons of bitches and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Ivan. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onif do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. Why did he do it? He thought my leadership would get us all killed. Utter bastard. All this time we had no idea. Ekil killed a good half dozen of Onif's men by himself. He told me Onif was running Frostweller the whole time. He left Frostweller behind when he saw a better opportunity. I guess that relationship is over. Ekil was always just the barking dog you put into the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onif went after those of us from Skoga. He must have thought with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or, at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. We'll be more cautious. No, nothing changes. We're not like him. You're a better person than I, Rook. None of this changes the fact that Bellara is still out there following us. That swamp around Sigarholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Quite a lot of injuries. And only 8 renown from the fight. Let's talk to Oddleif. How was the wound? You notice Oddleif wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure, oh, well, I'm glad you're... You would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Without Ivan, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. What do you think about the caravan? You mean should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Oddleif thinks for a moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. Get some rest. You know you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. I actually didn't figure that to be their relationship, but here we are. Ekil, look who it is, still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you, Ekil. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onif attacked us, and it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why didn't you warn us about Onif? Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What did you want me to say? Watch out, Onif's going to murder your whole family. He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. You're welcome to stay with us. I had no plans to go anywhere. So you can let me walk around with my own axe and everything. That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy one around here, you know. You shake your head as Ekil steps away from camp. I trust him with my life now. My life? I always knew Ekil was a good guy. I thought so as well, because these games will often do that thing where they set something up to look one way only to reveal it's different later on. But then I always find that sometimes I overthink stuff, right? How many times do I overthink things in games? And I'm like, oh, they want me to think he's a bad guy. And then it's just like, oh, it was made for dumb people, so. You notice most of the Varl pacing while others sleep. Their brief conversations with each other and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away, roars one Varl at a young girl asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. Break the tension by making a joke. No. I'm impressed you've kept it together this long. That sounds threatening. Send the Varl ahead in the caravan to put some space between you. We could all use a bit of space to stretch, you say to the giant. Why don't you and the other Varl take the lead, set the pace. We'll follow. He looks at you and nods, appreciating the graceful compromise. The giant explains, we live in the north for its space. Endless miles of snow, ice, mountains, fields, space to be alone. But here there is no time for such things. Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. Woo! That was the right answer. What's this place? We're okay on supplies and morale. Thank God. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. I will take all of your supplies. 9 days worth of supplies, I cries. Now, do we have any injuries? Did we die yet? No, it was pretty close though. Pretty close. I have promotions, but I can't do them. It costs renown to level people up. I have to spend all my renown on supplies. It's horrific. It's the bloody worst. Too poor to promote, yeah. Several women are talking expressively at the young girl found nearly frozen to death, now called Orkfrosta. The quiet child's face expresses quiet terror, aggressively jabbing at the dirt with a stick, with which she clearly used to draw on the ground. Study the drawings. The markings are somewhat intricate. Squares and circles could be wagons, including a depiction of yokes in front. A line from the yokes leads to deeper gouges where Orkfrosta has jabbed the stick repeatedly. Depending on how you look at it though, it could almost be anything. Try to talk to him. You're safe, Orkfrosta, you say, looking into the girl's blue eyes. She calms a bit before stepping towards you. Using her stick to point at the deep gouges in the ground she previously made, she whispers, "Edge, edge, edge." It doesn't mean anything to you. You feel like you connected with her a bit. Okay. It's a crazy cycle because you need renown to level up to get more renown. Yeah. It's the, you need experience to get this job. I need this job to get experience. Circle of life. While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. Join the crowd and cheer on the competitors. The man's response is an upbeat poem which questions the mother's cooking. The caravan explodes with laughter and the contestants continue amiably for another hour or so. You hear snippets of the poems along the trail the rest of the day, the words changing slightly each time. We need the morale improvement from stuff like that. Oh god, that's triggering. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. You get renown for fighting more enemies, and then you get more injuries, which cost supplies to heal, which costs renown. Is this a godstone? What is this? Yeah. What is this one? Fucking Odin? Poor. When does Thor come out? I haven't seen Doctor Strange yet. When does Doctor Strange get on Disney Plus? The imposing godstone of Bjorolf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out happily to... wow, I can't read, dude! Brad! The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and in open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries, growing on ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. These shouldn't be growing here, he says excitedly. I haven't seen these in a long time. He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honor of Bjorolf, some of the caravan cracks kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. To the only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks, and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Join the merrymakers. Join Hogan in collecting berries. What exactly are these, you ask Hogan? When I would travel to Borsgard with my father, sometimes he'd buy us a few of these, Hogan replies. Couldn't be a luckier find, see for yourself. You try one and can feel energy returning to your tired limbs. Not taking a few more would be a wasted opportunity, you figure. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is entirely ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjorolf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the spectre of bad fortune, you think to yourself. We've got some thistle berries. Limbus berries, yeah. Supplies, man. We need supplies, damn it. Have you watched The Northman yet? No. I haven't seen The Witch, and I haven't seen The Lighthouse, and I haven't seen The Northman, and I haven't seen Doctor Strange, and I want to know when it's on, when it gets to Disney+. Unar, the quirky old man with the leather headband, says, "If there's one thing I know better than women and mead, it's, well," he smiles, "well, nothing. But I know when a group could use some help. Just nod and let old Unar make everything better. No questions now." You'd appreciate any help. That evening, Unar clears his throat and loudly recites a tale of travellers, ending with war and death behind them. Seeking hope instead, they carried on with courage, using heart and head. A strange poem, but the caravan is happy for a change of pace. Unar bows and turns to assist the cooks. The evening's meal is larger than ever, yet the supply wagons seem more full than before. You look to thank Unar, but he is gone. A mysterious traveller.
Reinvik is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Reinvik comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses, abandoned and crawling with dread. The farmers have probably already fled to Borsgard. You try to hurry past, but are eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. "What is that?" points out Oddleaf. Up near one of the longhouses in the distance, a large person, clothes seem covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge heading your direction turn back, roaring, and begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Rush to help. "Against my better judgment, we should probably do something," you say. The others agree, and even though it means putting them at risk, as you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. "Hey, got a little job for you," shouts Aval, wearing all red, standing up on the other side of the dredge. "Came all the way up here just for me." He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Is that the guy that died? Oh no, it's Sigbjorn. I'm putting Ekil and Nid in so that they get some levels. So the dredge ain't the harbingers of the end, but just innocent men. They're just normal men. They're just innocent men. Fight the big bitch. Tempest. Oh, he's got the Tempest move. Oh, he dodged it. It is weird that they haven't spoken to us, and they're also just fleeing from stuff. God damn it. Do they have to end their turn on the rain of arrows? Steps in it. You need to get the hell out of there, man. An interesting choice. Kill him, Rook. One hit. Bang! Oh, you're gonna pay for that, my friend. Don't you know who I am? I am Ekil. The Endarkened One. Do 11 to this guy? Go on, son. Fucking hell. Christ. Do you bloody mind? Oh wow, there were bombs there and I didn't see him. You are dead, my friend. Because in danger. Ooh, he dodged it. Ah! He didn't dodge that one. Fucking slingers are so annoying, dude. Oh. Damn it. What does Guts do again? Kills him. Dude, man, that was going really well until those last two slingers just started picking me off. Yeah, that new Val looks strong though. Is the Northman online somewhere? Nid got absolutely obliterated immediately. Welcome to my mead house. Sigbjorn's House of Mead. Wasn't expecting a Val this far south or this drunk. I can see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall looking on with uneasiness. Who are these? Who are you people? No, they're friends. They made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people. What is wrong with you? Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drink. The best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass, remember that part? If you'd come up here, you would... If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. What do we do with this guy? Anyone here is welcome to join us. The townspeople show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality mead and help you haul them back to the caravan. I'll miss this place. Good memories. Not officially, okay. With some help, you gather up the casks of mead and head back to the caravan. Sigbjorn and the other survivors in tow, the caravan gives the boisterous Val a large berth as you set off for Borsgard. Couple of supplies though, lovely. Oh, what did I do? Sigbjorn wakes in a pool of his own sick. Why am I surrounded by small people? The other clansmen let him sleep off his drunken stupor on the ground, and this morning he's paying the price. Help him recover. Reluctantly, your clansmen offer for any food and drink they can scrounge together for the moaning Val. When one offers thin mead, he pushes it away. In fact, take this away from me, he says, handing you his massive mead stein. Eventually, Sigbjorn comes to you. I won't get into the details, he says. I was supposed to bring those casks from Reykjavik back to Borsgard. I drank maybe half by accident. Point is, you don't tell anybody what happened, and I won't tell anyone about the mead you got, okay? Trust me on this one. You agree and get back to the travel. We got Bjorolf's Blessing as an item. We have another drunken fool. Yes. It seems so. A woman's stifled screams failed to overly concern anyone. It was only a matter of time before the expectant mother gave birth. The caravan is simply excited by this first sign of new life since the trip began. Call for a day of rest and celebration. When the baby's cries replace the mother's, the entire caravan cheers. You raise your drink to the family saying, "Tomorrow we rest and feast to strength and long life." Again, everyone cheers, glad to forget their worries for some small time. 15 renown. Boy. Northman was released on May 13th for streaming. Yeah, okay. I don't mind buying it. More supplies missing, the woman by a wagon says to you. And look, tracks. Right here, looks like children's footprints. But my husband and I followed them into the wilderness a ways. They met up with some adult tracks. No telling how many. Send scouts to look for anyone following you. You round up some volunteers who depart quietly. They return that evening with reports of a few tracks that ultimately led nowhere. Someone may be trying to hide their tracks, but you don't have time to continue the search. God damn it. One day of food left, but Borsgard's in sight.
Steep cliffs, the sprawl of Boersgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
Whoa. Finally, you arrive at Borsgard, where the walls stretch for miles in both directions and littered with bodies of dredge and Varl and men. "Excuse the mess," shouts a voice from above the gates. Looking up, you spy a striking Varl. Is that the fucking guy from, Dragon Age? His face wreathed with matted black hair. Movement at the gate catches your eye. Dredge are still banging on the gate doors. Without luck. "Let us in," you shout. Sigbjorn pushes past. "I won't be hearing the end of this for a while," he says before yelling. "Open up, Bolverk. They dug me out of Reynevik." You hear a laugh echoing on the wind as the doors creak. A dozen armed men led by the massive Varl make quick work of the dredge and usher you into the city. Music slaps, it's good, right? "You may be interested to know they brought a mender." "You didn't go to get a mender, where's the mead?" Sigbjorn shrugs apologetically. "I guess the mender will do. Either we've got a chance now or we're completely screwed." He's fucking enormous. Look at the size of this one. "I'm Rook. We've come a long way, some as far as Skoga. Are you in charge here?" "In charge of the governor, I suppose. Listen, if you have something to tell him, say it now. Otherwise, you're on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you'll see me again. It won't be to talk. Mender, come along. We're going to see the governor." Bolverk and Sigbjorn leave with Eyvind, who goes willingly, signaling that he's fine. Thane, this is just like Frostvellir all over again. This is nothing like Frostvellir. The one in Bearskin is probably leading the Ravens. Ravens, is that good or bad? It depends on who they're working for. Hopefully it really is the governor and not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat. I guess we wait for Eyvind to tell us, if he comes back. I'm not worried about Eyvind, I'm worried about the army of refugees we brought who don't belong here. You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Borsgard, so what now? We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the city guard when we came in? What guards? I have a feeling the Ravens are all they've got left. Something serious went down. And when Bellower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride. Let's keep that to ourselves for now. So, the docks. And away they go. My Deloney, did I miss your sub? When did that happen? Am I crazy? Supplies, bitch. When you get to the docks, your heart sinks. Not a longship to be seen, aside from the wrecks. Bodies float in the water. Buildings are trashed and boarded up. What happened here, murmurs Alette. They're all gone, says Eyvind, approaching alone. I see you had the same thought as me. Eyvind, you're okay. I'm fine. It wasn't a lie. The governor is here. He's in hiding. Why? Since the dredge started appearing without appearing anyone with a ship and half a wit left long ago. People can't leave by foot. Food is scarce. The markets are bare. Borsgard is a fire keg waiting for someone to tip it over. So the governor's paying the Ravens to protect him against his own people. And keep the peace, so to speak. It's more like a massacre any time there's a hint of an uprising. Where does that leave us? I promised him the Mender's protection in Arborang. I don't think he's very popular there. They're going to start tearing this place down to build new ships. We can ride the Ormsa River all the way to the capital. Leaving another perfectly good city behind, how long will it take to build the ships? Hold on, what happens to the people living in Borsgard? It's the best I could do, Alette. He thought it could take as long as a month. You don't usually make ships out of scrap lumber. As soon as people figure out what's going on, there's going to be riots in the streets. A month? Why bother? Bellower will be here within the week, if not sooner. I'm open to suggestions. Gods be damned, is there no end to this? Ivor roars in frustration, leaving you standing by the docks. Alette gives you a worried look before chasing after him. Eyvind, what do we do about Bellower? Ivan says nothing for a moment. I don't know. How do we look? Not great. We do a rest? No. You find Ivor standing on the city walls overlooking the fields outside. Dredge are keeping their distance but continuing to gather. I'm okay, Rook. Ivor cut you off before you can say anything. You know he's been through worse. It just feels like someone should cut us a break every now and then. If we want to be standing a month from now, we're going to have to be prepared. What do you have in mind? First off, our clansmen need a place to stay. They'll get torn to pieces out in the streets. I'll keep an eye on the dredge up here. If they break through the walls, we're done for. So we'll have to keep them back. Could always use a hand for that. We need to know who's controlling what and make sure we get our cut. Food's going to become scarce. And when they start building those ships, we're going to have to keep people away. What a damn mess. I'll do what I can. We have to deal with riots, are we? Ivor explains, I'm leading attacks with Ivan every time the dredge get too close to the gates. Listen, we're going to lose fighters and Vol every day like this. I don't need to tell you what happens if nobody is manning this wall. We could always use help. You consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. Find a safe place for the caravan to stay, join Ivor in defending the walls, find a source for supplies, help down at the docks. Source for supplies. I checked around, Oddleaf tells you, and nobody has food or they won't part with it for a fair price, and our medicine has been gone for days. They're either gouging the prices or it's just plain gone. She doesn't say it, but you can tell this is going to be a serious problem. Scour the sea for anyone willing to sell supplies. Nope. Lose supplies. Cool. Oddleaf joins you as you walk up and down each street's border guard looking for supplies. All you find are empty stalls or outrageous prices, well beyond your means. There's little to offer in the first place. This entire city can't be out of food, Oddleaf barks, but you come away empty-handed and more worried than before. Cool. Wasted the day. And people are dying. Ivor points out the dredge along the wall. There's a lot more of them and they're getting braver, he says. We lost a fair amount of fighters since yesterday. We could use your help if there's nobody left to defend the walls. Brooke, says Oddleaf. Somebody handed me a note this morning. She shows you a slip of paper marking a back street. Probably from one of those places we visited yesterday. Maybe some misplaced ambush too. Though I can't imagine what they think we have. If you want to check it out, let me know. We've got to find a safe place for the caravan. The entire caravan is spread out in the streets where they're attracting attention. We could look for a public house, suggests Alette, like Frostvilla. You figure that if you made camp in the open, you could at least keep everyone together. Or with people leaving the city recently, there might be abandoned houses you could squat in. Do what Alette says. Make rest in a house. Most of the caravan convenes in a large rest house that is nearly empty. The owner tells you people are either afraid to go out into the streets or have already left the city and that they've been attacked a number of times for any valuables, but your people are welcome to stay if they wish. Leave some fires to protect the house. You take volunteers to keep watch at the rest of the house, which the owners are thankful for. Hopefully they won't be missed on the wall, but you'll feel better knowing your clansmen will be relatively safe. I know, this map is fucking cool looking. This is rough, dude. This is bad, says Ivan, as Ivor points across the battlefield. Aside from the fact that we're up to our necks in dredge, a stone singer showed up. We've been losing warriors left and right, and if we don't deal with it, this wall will come down by the end of the day. One of your clansmen from the caravan finds you. Just wanted to tell you that everything seems to be fine, he says, regarding the people in the caravan. There was a little scuffle with some looters, but the fighters you left sorted everything out. Plus 10 renown. Dad, there's a riot at the docks. Alette runs up to you out of breath. They're trying to smash up the boats. When you calm her down, she says that ravens are there, but she's worried that things could go out of hand. Consider what you want to do. We have to defend the walls. That stone singer is going to wreak havoc on us if we don't take care of it, Ivor tells you. This will be a rough fight, but you've got to take it. Are you ready? Prepare yourself. Yeah, we have to fight. What the hell's this? Bjorn's blessing. Knockback on strength. Wait, what? Oh, people get more knockback? Oh, you have to be level 5 to have that on. Only Ivan can wear it. To will. Plus 15% dodge. Give that to Hogan. Who's level 3? They can take this though. Ivor. I think Hogan's going to be better in this fight. Let's go. Defend the walls. One of these guys again. He's doing whatever that thing is that he does. Boom! Nine. Oh. Crazy Mixed Up Pup gifting subs to people. Appreciate ya. 13? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck was that? Gonna be doing 13 again, my friend. God damn it. Oh. Pissed. Now we just have the stone singer left. Now we swarm him. With the pillage. Come on, Rook. Tell me you can kill him. Acceptable. Draw him into the stun. We need to be able to survive. With no injuries. This is gonna get worse before it gets better, I think. Oh my god, they're here. This morning, says Ivor, I saw him. Bellower's here. I think it won't be long now. Ivan leaned silently on his staff. You consider what you would like to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. We're gonna go to the note. You travel to the deserted back street and a man soon approaches, confidence in his step. You came looking for quite a lot of food, he says. I can give it to you. I want something too. Let's trade. Oddleif gives him a suspicious look. You don't need to complicate this, he continues. Borsgard has a lot of people in it and we don't all get along. You're not from here, so when you get something that was stolen from me, nobody will come knocking. Do you understand? What do you want? It's not what you think, he tells you. Just a drinking horn. My great-grandfather's. It was stolen. This is worth how much food to you? Asks Oddleif. The man laughs. As much as you're willing to carry. Okay, we'll do it. Good, he replies. Then we both win. He marks an area on your map near the water and scribbles Lowtown next to it, though you doubt that's a real name. But we're dying. Rook, Oddleif says, keep this between us. Seems to call for a light touch, and I'd rather not have people spreading rumours about how we got the food. We've got to get that food, man. Can't buy any more. Ivor, you begin. Can we really keep this up? Ivor looks like he hasn't slept for days. We've lost a lot of fighters, he mumbles. The weight of the situation is crushing. Then, from far in the distance, you hear a horn. Dredge don't use horns. It occurs to you Eivind appears at your side just as a long caravan of people come into view. Dredge, turning to attack them. Who is that, you ask? It can't be, says Eivind. He runs to the gate, shouting, You see their banner? It's Hakon. As you wonder how they got here, the gates are heaved open and you charge onto the field, clearing a path through the dredge. Hakon! Bring me supplies, Hakon. My god. Ivor's pretty injured. But we need him. I like this team. I wish Ekkel could fucking get some fucking level up though. Mogan is ready for war, but he's only level 1. I'm taking the same team out. Let them come. Let them come to us. God damn it, I want this one to move. How did he fall behind? Mogan? I haven't really left him in the fight. Yes! Swarm him. You know, it might not actually be the worst idea to do this again. Boom! Kill this one. This side's gonna hurt these. If they gang up on one of them in particular. Or do stuff like that, I guess. Seven. Christ. Uh-oh. That's gonna hit him. Okay. Eccles a fucking mad lad, isn't he? It's just what he does. He's insane. Come on, one more. God damn it. Someone's dead now. No? What's he doing? Whatever this bullshit is. Fourth dimensional creature. How did the giant lose his arm? He 1v1'd like a really powerful one of these guys. Done. Oh god, there's one here. I didn't even see him. Where did he come from? Did he summon him? Oh my god, that's what that does. Christ. Oh, you're kidding. He deflected it. Uh-oh, he's dead. God damn you, you son of a bitch. He's going in. Hogan 1v1 in the Colossus. And with style and skill and grace. No, no, no. You son of a bitch. Ah! There goes the flawless.
Flawless victory.
Ivan. Juno. I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Ivan. She smiles and they embrace. Ivan is completely taken aback as though he doesn't dare believe she's real. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to Saga home. I ran into problems. You piece of shit. Do you know how many fucking people we lost waiting around at Saga home? That was the worst day or week Problems is putting it lightly. There's a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in two over those hills. Couldn't find a place to cross. Worse, dredge are practically falling out of it like blood from a wound. They're not coming from the north anymore, they're everywhere. We noticed. Glad to see you made it out alive, Ingvar. I take it the others didn't. Hakon becomes quiet and then he motions toward Juno. She got across somehow. Found her out cold for a second time since leaving Strand. We need every axe we can get right now. Bellower is here. Gods be damned, I thought I was free of that menace. I will deal with Bellower. Come on, no need to tempt him by standing out here. Hakon's caravan enters the city fighting off waves of dredge as they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Borsgard. 208 Yuval, 315 supplies. Hakon joins you with his personal bodyguard Moga. Behind him, the prince, Ludin, and his entourage are in tow. They're looking less than pleased to be him. I have one last trip to make. I need this one to come with me, she says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Ivan, you must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city fall before I return. It takes everything within Ivan's power to hold back, but he does. She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 days, maybe less if you're as quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Where? Why? Not far, says Juno. She pauses and something shifts in your vision just for a moment. I know it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head. And you've already been through a lot. She speaks again, the rest of the world melts away, but you're needed. You can't find the words to argue. What the fuck? Is she kidnapping me? Where are we going? Is it just us two? You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind Juno. You're alone, aside from hundreds of dredge who are all facing toward an enormous stone ahead. The hairs on your back of your neck stand up. I don't know about this, guys. They're staring at a godstone. But why? What are they doing? Oddleaf is fuming! We're at the godstone of Stravs. You glance nervously around, but the dredge didn't seem to hear. It's okay, you can speak, softly. Is this where you're going to sacrifice me? Juno smiles. What could have come across as profoundly creepy looks sincere instead. No, the dredge cannot see us. To be more precise, they can see us, but I've convinced them to be unconcerned. I can understand your apprehension, though. What are we doing out here? Do you know of the god Stravs? Few know this stone exists, even amongst those who have lived their whole lives in Borsgard. While Dengler deals in fortune, Stravs taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them it has a consequence, two sides of the same coin. See the silver in the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of this silver. The god Stravs is wreathed by imagery of silver weapons. The myths say he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by dredge? They seem to be drawn to the godstone. There are many things we don't know about Stravs. Maybe they see him as a patron, or it is an attraction they cannot explain. The Stravs have something to do with that serpent in Einatoft. What was that thing? I cannot say. Can't? I have my suspicions, but until I've had the time at the Mender libraries, it would be unwise to speculate. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feel. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. Why did you pick me? Why didn't you take Eyvind or Hakon? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Eyvind must keep Borsgard from falling while we are away. If something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us will make it back alive. I saw the thoughts of each person when I arrived at Borsgard. You were the only one I knew would return. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Alet no matter what. Juno waits patiently. Who are you? I wish we'd had time for a proper introduction. My name is Juno. I'm on the Mender Council. You've met Eyvind, my apprentice. How are you doing these things, controlling minds? I thought Menders built things and healed wounds. You are right, Menders do these things. Some of us still practice the teachings given to the Loom Mother's first creations. We are called Volker. I believe I am the only one who can influence another's mind. And why not take control of Bellower? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them. Though even some Volker have trouble believing this. Taking control of Bellower, it is the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. The truth is, we're rarely a match for the Sunder anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also our weakness. The Valka pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sunder simply grow older and more powerful. Bellower is both immortal and beyond my influence to a point. Then how do we stop him? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. Indeed, you'll need to dislodge at least a fistful of the metal. We will forge it into an arrow to slay Bellower. Wait, after everything you've told me, make a magic arrow to shoot Bellower, that's all it takes. Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Juno gets far away, look in her eyes. No, that's not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. The arrow will not kill Bellower. Even were it to strike his heart, he has no physical weakness. But it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, it will help him to believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him of it with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead. That is the most insane... He really can't be killed. No. Someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he will be quite upset. First, we must make the arrow. Focus on the task at hand. She looks knowingly at the Godstone, waiting for you to start climbing. Rook, I'm not certain how the dredge will react when you do this. And behind us is a sudden drop, so be careful. Epic prank, dude. Why do I get the feeling we're going off this thing? Approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of the silver vein. Even without looking out onto the dredge, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely, held back only by Juno's influence. Panic races through your blood. Try to quickly wrench out the nearest. Climb higher where it may be easier to remove. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony masks of dredge lined up before the Godstone, like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. The dredge do not react. Don't press your luck, head back down. You nimbly descend to where Juno is waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back through the dredge, their heads turn in unison to follow. The dread that lingers and the shaking in your hands does not subside for hours. Wild RP criminal! You approach the gates of Borsgard again, relieved that they're still standing. It looks like they took a beating while you were gone. Alette rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you've crept through the gates. Juno smiles at the reunion and tells you, take this time with your daughter, find a smith who can fashion an arrow from that silver. I have other things to which I must attend, but meet me on the walls when you're done. What about this mission I was given? It takes a while, but you finally find someone willing to craft an arrow for you. He eyes you suspiciously when you show him the silver, but shakes his head and gets started. Alette watches, the smith's fire reflecting in her distant stare. I talked with Eyvind a long time while you were gone. He told me a lot about Juno. Is she really as powerful as he said? It certainly seems that way. That might be the most luck we've had so far. Dad, I think I know what's going to happen now. An arrow. She's going to make you shoot Bellower, isn't she? I don't know for sure. Come on. Who else is going to do it either? Alette, I know where this is going. You're afraid of me dying. This isn't like before. We can't run this time. That's not what I... Let me do it. That is not an option. What do you do when Bellower comes straight for the person holding the only thing that can destroy him? Let me speak. Everything changed. Skoga feels so long ago. I'm not asking because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Let me do it because you know I'm a better shot. I have a better chance of puncturing his armor. We only have one shot. I'm not a child anymore. I'm not just some girl. I'm your daughter, so I can do this. For once, let me decide what happens to me. Fine. Take the arrow. She smiles and takes your hand in hers. We'll survive this, I know we will. You sit by her side silently until the smith finishes his work. She's gonna die. Gavin Summers cannot be killed. But these perma-bullets will help convince him he is dead. It's more like Kettleman, isn't it? There he is. Juno is in the middle of an animated debate as you approach, the arrow in your hand. There's little time left. Bellower knows we're here. Whether he's waiting for more of his forces to arrive or simply wants to starve us out first, I cannot tell, but he will not expect a direct attack. Is this a joke? How are we going to do that? I will take a handful of warriors to face him. I can keep a small group hidden from sight. The rest of you will lead the charge from here. With luck, Bellower will send his armies away from himself to meet you. What about the ravens? They may protest. They will not. I've arranged a task for them. Even if you make it to Bellower, what chance is there of defeating him? We saw what happened at Einatoft. That thing can't be killed. Juno shows them the arrow you had forged from the Godstone silver. This will make him bleed like the rest of us. Once he is pierced, he will be vulnerable. She looks you in the eyes. We have only one. Do not miss. And bring only those you absolutely need. It will take all my concentration to keep the other dredge from swallowing us up. I cannot join in battle. And if we kill Bellower, then what? The dredge will just wander away? That is my belief, yes. I cannot say for certain. This is a doomed plan. Help us hold out here until the ships are finished. And then what? Bellower will hound our every step, all the way to Albarang, where I'm certain more Sunder await. Now is the time to speak to loved ones, and the memory of any god that pleases you rest. In the morning we slay Asunder. Cool, everyone's... Oh, we have 60 fucking renown? Alright, we're leveling up Roke 100%. It's gonna cost me 20. Only have 2 points. Cool. Who else do we want to level up? Oddleaf. It's gonna cost 20. Kind of pointless. Take it back. Change my mind. It was a waste of 20 renown. Bellower. The silence is what you remember. You rise in silence and walk through the empty streets. Upon the wall, 2 armies stand quietly watching each other. Your footsteps echo on the wooden floorboard as you approach Juno. She breaks the silence. It's time, Juno says. Gather your allies. Today one thing will end, another will begin, and our actions will decide on which side we stand. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Oddleaf, 100. Hogan. Ivor. Ivind. I mean, it's the crew, isn't it? It really is. Hogan over the Vaal, dude? Have you ever seen Hogan fight? He's a beast. You're right, though. We probably should take one of these ones. Which one is which? Hakon. I don't want to take a let, to be honest, but here we are. What is this one again? 1 arm turn. What is that? Oddleaf, Ivor, Hakon, Rook, Alet, Ivind. Super Squad. I hope this doesn't do a Mass Effect thing to me where I leave some people behind and they have to do another fight. So what's the deal? I have to fire with a like when do I shoot these motherfuckers? What's the deal here? What did she say? Oh, there's the silver arrow. It's a move. Whoa! What? The arrow cannot be used until his armor is broken. Oh, for fuck's sake. We gotta keep a let away then. Don't go near a let, don't go near a let. You're a son of a bitch, you know that? One shot, one kill, baby. Now's the time to move forward. Wait, you don't have... Fuck me. Hack on, what the fuck? Oh god. Oh Christ. 11? Oh, I fucked up so bad. Is that gonna get him? Yes. Oh, I killed him. Good. the Bella. I was really hoping he would fucking walk there. Oh, I can push him into this. Come on, Rook. She can do it herself. Armor broke. Just gotta hope he doesn't do anything. Isn't this guy fucking stunned? Uh-oh. Oh, Christ. Alet's up next. Wait. He has one left? I thought he was at 0. How did he gain it back? Gets one back a turn? Oh, I am so pissed. But wait, did it still happen? It still worked. Somehow. It was just a matter of that you had to hit the shot. It had to just be a guarantee. Okay. So we're still good. So long as it still worked. Why is he alive? Because we had to... That was just to make him believe that he was hurt. Basically. What's annoying is that he got regained all of his shit. And we didn't. Nine. We just simply couldn't risk her missing, I think. Oh god, we got one of these here as well. He's doing the summoning thing. hoping he would run. That's odd leaf down. I can hit him for 14. 17. Do it, Ivor! Kill another one! He's killed another one! And this time he did it for real, for reals. Now what? No, not her. Where are the menders? Rook, she is beyond their help. Stand up. I knew it, dude. You're only barely aware of the surrounding chaos, as Dredge flee from Vol warriors who push their advantage. Bellower is dead. You are not. We must go. Let me carry Alette to Borsgard. We'll honor her properly. I knew it, man. Shouldn't have let her. I shouldn't have let her. Juno was right. With Bellower fallen, the Dredge flee the battle. You return to Borsgard, but have almost no memory of doing so, aside from an image of Alette's still body being carried in Ivor's arms. Nothing of worth was lost. It's fine. So we should have the time we need to finish the ships. I think you're right. The Dredge don't seem interested in us anymore. Since Bellower fell, they've been going their own way. The Ravens have been keeping the docks clear. Juno's talking to them about something now. When those longships are ready, we'll be able to sail all the way to Arborang. With luck, before the darkness shows up here. How far south has it spread? I couldn't say. Hopefully not far. We'll get the prince back to his home, and Hakon has already decided to come with us. There's not much else to go back to. The two look up as you approach. Rook, it's time. Soon we'll be ready to leave Borsgard, find somewhere safe. One ship is done already at the docks. I had it prepared for Alette. I'm not ready to see this. Come on, Rook. It's time to honor your daughter. Oh, that's the end! Holy shit, dude. End of part 1, yeah. All right, so you really do have to play each of them. I didn't know what the sequels were, whether they were like just other games set in the same setting or something. But it really is like, this is like a book, man. Really reminds me of the fantasy book that I'm reading at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely play the others 100%. The first one was made by 3 guys in Austin on a super small budget. Yeah, it's really cool. I wonder if, like, I mean, I'm guessing there's a bunch of different outcomes, and I assume that your decisions carry over into the next game as well. Very Dragon Age. I like it a lot. Really cool. There was a cool little piece of artwork as well as she, like, kind of sailed over to Valhalla or whatever. Really interesting. It's like, it feels like I've read a book. The decisions matter a lot. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's got a lot of replayability. A game where your choices matter. This is all I want. I love shit like this. Really good shit, man. I enjoyed this a lot. I don't think I want to play the next one yet, though. It's a lot of reading, and I'm kind of exhausted. It exhausts me to read so much. I want a game with no reading next on the game vote, please. It's fucking cool, though. I really, really enjoyed, but basically everything about this was very good. The decisions matter. The turn-based combat is very fun. The animation is insanely good. Even the backgrounds are beautiful in this. I hate that Alette is dead. Oh man, yeah, that's really interesting, isn't it? I'm guessing one of them has to die though. Like, I wonder if you have Rook make the shot, he dies, or maybe if Rook makes the shot, maybe he misses or something. You know, and then that's the difference, is that Alette doesn't die, but Bellower lives. It seems like a huge decision to carry over into the next part, though. The armor regen fucked us, surely. I can't imagine Rook dying. I think it was just that you had to make sure you hit. Let died in your game as well. Yeah, I don't know. Unless she just dies either way. What's happening? Fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck this. Yeah, really fucking cool, man. Really cool game. Super interested to see what happens with Banner Saga 2. How much is Banner Saga 2? I'll add it to the game vote. So whenever we get around to it, we'll do it. 20 quid. Huh. And then there's a third one as well. Interesting. Let's put up the game vote. And what will it be? It's gonna be May, isn't it? It's gonna be May. The official May FIFA Mega Game Vote. So Banner Saga 2 is on there already. There it is. The Banner Saga 2. But ideally a game where I don't have to do any reading would be great. I want to rest my voice a little bit. So there's your options. One space open and a pay to win. And we'll do that tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go and get some food now. And then I'll do some wild RP tonight. And then we'll do a game vote tomorrow. What day is it? It's Friday. So yeah, we'll do a game vote tomorrow for Saturday. And see how it goes. Might just mess around tomorrow and see what happens. Yeah, Banner Saga, very fun, enjoyable. Wasn't Rook's main reason to lead the Karen to keep his daughter safe? Yeah, it seems like I'm curious to see what Rook's character arc is now that he doesn't have Alette. It's cool. It's really cool. Really like that. Someone get PB to play it. And that's me, man. I'm done. I'm out. Bye. See you. Game vote tomorrow. Usual time. 2 p.m. in the afternoon UK time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. And I'll be back in a couple of hours with some wild RP for the evening. I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess tonight we'll just see kind of how it plays out. And think of some good games to add to the game vote. Jesus Christ, Bradley. Imagine being able to speak. I mean, for real though. This is the absolute worst. All right, we out of here, dude. Let's go and see. Go and see my good friend Josh. Haven't seen him in a little while. He's playing Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. Not only that, he is a Vampire the Masquerade expert. He is my VTM GM in the Table Story show Leech.